Hey guys, welcome back to Open It and Play. This is Mike, and today we're going to be looking at the Troodon. I don't know how to say it, but the Hammond Collection Jurassic World figure. Very recently we did the Scutosaurus, and I was wrong. It's not Jurassic Park Collection, it's Jurassic World Collection. So sorry about that, guys. I made the mistake because I didn't look at the logo. The logo looks almost the same. Isn't this the same logo as Jurassic Park except the word? I'm not positive, but anyways, let's get the Troodon out of the package. This guy has been opened. He does have this true FX technology, so we are going to have some freaky looking eyes on this guy. I like it. I love these freaky looking eyes. Let's put the Scutosaurus over here. It's in good company. Okay, this one is strapped in, but we can just skip that part and we'll get this freaky looking guy out of here. Oh no, he's strapped in too. You know what? I thought I had it all the way open, but actually I didn't. I didn't take out these little plasticky bits, so he was not completely opened. I gotta do a couple more, just a second, guys. One more here. Try not to cut my finger off. Whew, that's a tricky one, especially for kids. Kids, if you're doing this, get your parents' help, or just pull it until the plastic snaps. Not the arm or leg of the creature, but the little plasticky tabby thing. So, okay, let's get this Troodon out of here, and we'll throw that off to the side. And what are we dealing with here? We've got a ball joint. So I didn't tell this in my previous one, but I think I didn't tell it. But what I would recommend is to cut this little peg off, because this tiny peg, it does limit your posability. And if you cut it off, you're probably not going to go crazy with it. And if you don't go crazy with it, you're not going to see like the wrong parts. So I'm going to pop this on to show. So we got posability side to side here to here. Usually I would use nippers to pop it off or to cut it off, but I'm just going to use regular old scissors. Okay, I just snipped that off. Now let's see, do we have better posability or is it the same? I might have to eat my words. There to there, there to there. To me, it doesn't make sense to have this little tabby. It just makes it stiffer or harder to pose. But I might be wrong. Don't take everything I say as like 100% confirmed. It just seems like you can get more posability out of it once you pop off that tab. So I don't know why they put that tab. I suppose it's just to stabilize it, but might have something to do with child safety reasons. So if you modify it, disclaimer, I don't know the effect to children's safety. So, but anyways, moving on to this guy with the freaky face. We're gonna get in close if my camera will focus. Okay, so you can see his eyes look all cloudy and gross. They really went to town with the appearance on this guy. He just looks so nasty. You can close his mouth. It doesn't line up perfectly, but I suppose that's sort of realistic. Not everybody's lower jaw lines up in the same way. As far as the aesthetic, this guy does have a good amount of detail. So he's got the base color, which seems to be this lighter green or almost greenish brown olive drab. And he's got some lighter color here to show his underside. He doesn't have it continue down here, which is disappointing, but it sort of fades out here in a somewhat realistic looking way. But if we compared that to like this guy, then you can see it really kind of fails to continue in the same way. Maybe they're saving money. Maybe it was just the artistic depiction. So then we have this orangish color on top, and we do have the mottled markings again. Gets dark, fading into his feet, and then his feet are actually just the plastic color is different. As far as his arms go, he does have a little bit of detail on the top ones, but on the top ones. On the top arm, his forearms don't have it, so just the upper arm. But it does have that really nice looking face that is just super scary looking. So, but anyways, let's move on to his articulation because this review is going to be too long. He has that posability at his mouth that we talked about. He can move his jaw side to side. This has a hinge and pivot or swivel, so he can go up, down very freely. This part also is hinge and swivel, so forward and back. This part has a big old scuff out of it. I don't know if that just happened, but it seemed to already be there from what I could tell. Or it's hidden, which is a bad thing. But you can get some pretty good range using the two things together. Up and up, down and down. So yeah, good options for this guy. You could even do the super crazy thing like this. It's not going to look natural for many things, but if you needed that pose, you could get it by cheating, sort of. Okay, his arms also a hinge and a ball joint with a hinge, so around, back and forth. Okay, this one also a hinge and a swivel. Okay, to give you some options. It does go out to the side here a bit, so that will limit you in some ways, but basically you can do a lot. Very dynamic. Okay, these parts will go out just a tiny bit, just a teeny tiny bit. They will go all the way around, no problem. Back that far at his knee, forward just a little bit. But this part will have a lot better posability. Of course, this one will swivel. This one can go forward a long ways, forward a long ways, back pretty good amount, but you do hit this claw in the back, and then side to side like ankle pivot. So, okay, and the back we already talked about. I think the posability is okay, but if you pop off that part, seems to be better. But maybe this comes off easier, I'm not sure. But anyways, I don't know the effect on child safety, so, but posability, it seems to help a little bit. Okay, and this guy, if we try to stand him up, of course he doesn't stand with his tail exactly on the ground, but we'll stand him up like this. Sorry, he's not in focus. He is going to stand at about to the top of his crest of feathers. He stands at just shy of 5 inches tall. So that's about 12.4 centimeters, 12.5 centimeters, somewhere in there. Okay. Thank you guys. F ice, and we'll see you on the next review. Bye for now.